Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Elias. I'm a photographer located here in Athens, Greece. And today, after many requests, I'm shooting with the Nikon D3400 and the kit lens. Yeah, to see if this kit lens is actually any good. I haven't touched this bad boy in about 1.5 to 2 years. So I don't really remember how it performs. But many of you guys still use it, so we have to see if we can pull out some nice images with this basic kit lens right here. Let's get it. All right. Oh my god, it has a little bit of dust in the front element. I don't think this will be a problem. Let's open up. Holy shit, you guys. I forgot the goddamn battery. Okay, the small cat is still here. What? Okay guys, we got the battery right now. The weird thing about this lens is that you have to rotate it away from that L sign in order to make it work. And as far as I remember, this lens has a variable aperture, which means when you zoom in and out, the aperture will change. This is really annoying, you guys. I remember this was the reason I changed this lens. I sold it and I got a new one. I really hate that the aperture changes when you zoom in and out. And also the minimum aperture of 3.5 means that you can't really let really much light in it. So yeah. Okay, we're hitting the roads. I mean, it looks sharp. It looks sharp. Okay guys, these are warming up shots to see how the focusing speed is reacting in this lens. What I can see here is that it has VR, which means I don't remember exactly what VR stands for, but I know for a fact that it reduces the shaking that happens in the camera. So this might help us take better shots in low light situations, you guys. But that 5.6 aperture on 55mm really doesn't help a lot. Okay guys, wanna do a bokeh test right here with these flowers. Oh, we actually got a bee. Can we get it? Can we get the bee? Where is it? Okay, it won't focus. I'm going to use manual focus. Maybe if I pump up the f-stop. Okay, these are sharp now. These are really sharp, you guys. No, stand still. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. And as you can see, you can get a really nice bokeh if you go close to your subject. Okay, you guys, the golden hour starts to hit right now, but we have a lot of clouds and smoke in the sky, so the light is really diffusing. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, we are missing the shot. No, we missed the shot. Anyways, okay, I really like this scene right here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I like it. Yes, really sharp. I love those three towers. I don't know what they're called. Let's take a shot of this tower right here. What I can say about this lens is that despite its variable aperture thing, it's really sharp, you guys. And it's really lightweight. I mean, this combo right here weighs nothing, which is really nice. It weighs nothing. Ooh. Check this bad boy out. Damn. Let's lower the ISO. Let's shoot through this fence in order to create more depth in our image. Okay, a regular one also. Okay, I feel like this can be a nice picture to get. I really love shooting vintage shit. Let's up the ISO and get a nice frame. Right here seems about right, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this looks nice. I really love shooting old stuff. It gives character to your photographs. Okay, I like what I'm seeing right here. I really like what I'm seeing here. When you have a wide lens, sometimes, guys, you can create a pretty dramatic effect when you kneel down and take a shot from low. There's a bicycle coming. Okay, I'm out. Anyways. Okay, let's see. Nice and sharp. This lens is really sharp. I can't complain. But anyways, yeah. Oh, nice. This looks nice, you guys. This looks really nice. I'm framing the half of the shot with the trees and the other half with the road. Come on. And we also got a car in our shot. Oh, this looks really nice. Okay, these shots, I'm sorry guys, I can't concentrate on talking because I really love this framing right here. So let's get some cars in our frame. Nice, we got an Audi. Okay, I'm trying to get some motion blur and it's really working out for me. Okay, I will try to I will try even slower shutter speeds. I'm just waiting for a car to pass by. I'm at 1/10 of the second. Let's hope the VR helps me out with making the shot steady. Okay. We also have the perfect subject. A bus is coming by, guys. So we need to be careful. Nice. This will be not a nice POV without getting a shot of these, I don't know how they're called in English, these traffic lights, yeah. Okay, now that, oh my God. Ooh, can you see that, guys? This old car right here, right there. Okay, we are definitely getting some shots of that baby. Oh, this looks really nice. Okay, let's get the right settings. I'm going for ISO 200 for this one. Okay, first let's do a landscape first. Nice. Okay, cool. Slightly different angle. Nice. Let's go wide and close so we can make the car look bigger. can go ISO 200, we can underexpose and work on our exposure later. Okay, we can use these plants maybe to frame our shot. Did I focus right? Yeah, we did. You guys, this is incredible. And this lens focuses right, focuses so nice. Damn, these double exposures. Oh my god. We hit a jackpot right here. So we got also double exposure from the window on the scene behind me, which is super nice. And the lens always focuses right. Oh my god, I don't want to be fucking hell, dude. My shadow. Do you see this orange dot on these images? This is basically the sun that's going down on my right. God damn it. We're so lucky. What I hate is this truck parked behind it. I mean, I can take, if you ask me, I can take shots of this car forever. Okay, we're using again those things right here to create some depth in our shot. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on 55 millimeters in order to create more compression in our shot, and that we get, okay, I think this is the money shot. Let's see, maybe if I can get even lower. Okay, let's also decrease the ISO at 100. Okay, you guys, I think we're ready to go. As I said earlier, I really love taking shots from all things. They give character to your shots, and when you really start to think about your composition and how you want to show to the rest of the world what you're shooting, that's when you won't really complain about your lenses. Alright guys, we're back in the studio, and I'm sorry for cutting off the POV in such an awkward way, but I couldn't find a street where it wasn't noisy in order to do this outro, so I thought, okay, let's cancel it and go back and discuss our final thoughts here where we don't have the noise of the street. I was pretty amazed of what this little kit lens can do. I remember I was using it when I first started photography about 2 years ago. Yeah, I basically hated it because, to be honest, it's not that beginner friendly because it has that variable aperture which can really confuse the beginners. But anyways, as you just saw, we were able to get some interesting pictures. Obviously these are not the best pictures of the world, but I'm quite happy with how they turned out. I think I could do a better job by showcasing what this lens can actually do, but I wasn't able to go in downtown Athens in order to do some really interesting street photography or head to the mountains to show you how this can work for nature photography. But stay tuned, I will test this bad boy even more out in order to see its real potential. But for our little walk that we took for this video, I'm pretty happy with the pictures that I got and found, especially the ones of this old grey car that we took, and even more when we photographed the interior of the car, the inside of the car, where we got this reflection of the shots and everything felt so moody and so old-fashioned, and I love this kind of feeling in photographs. And I obviously edited all the photographs to get this kind of look, this old school look, this look from another time. But without further ado, let's speak about the positives and the negatives that I found on this bad boy right here, on this small bad boy right here. Let's start off with the positives. I have made some notes right here so I won't forget something that I want to talk about. Basically, this small little lens is really sharp. I'm really amazed of how sharp this thing is, especially on higher f-stops where we can reach f8, f11 and stuff like that. This lens is really sharp, but even on the lower end at 3.5 and at f5.6, this lens performs really well if we're speaking about sharpness. Secondly, it's really lightweight. I mean, it feels like I'm holding paper. I'm really thinking of starting to taking this bad boy out when I'm hiking, especially during the day when it really shines. Because when you hike and you go on these long adventures, on those physical adventures, you need as lower weight as possible. It basically helps you and you don't even feel the weight of this baby. The third positive is that this bad boy has a really silent autofocus, which comes really handy compared to some other DSLR lenses of the same price point and even some more expensive ones. This one makes close to no noise when it's focusing, which really surprised me. And yeah, this is not an important plus, but it's a plus for sure. The fourth positive that I found on this lens is the VR right here. I'm not sure about what VR stands for. I'm lazy to Google that shit, but basically it's when the lens helps you to reduce the shakiness of your footage. Basically the glass inside the lens moves together with your movements, and yeah, you basically reduce the vibration. Does VR stand for vibration reduction? Maybe. I don't know. So the fifth positive about this lens is that it's really cheap, but I would only get this as a kit lens when I buy a new body with. I will consider getting it used for around $50 or euros or whatever. And the sixth and final positive that I found is that this zoom range, the 18 to 55, is a really nice zoom range to have. It's basically a 24 to 70 or something like that on the full frame, which is really convenient. You basically can cover wide to semi-telephoto ranges, and these are the most common millimeter ranges that a photographer has to cover. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows with this lens. Obviously, it's a kit lens and a pretty inexpensive one, so it has quite some negatives, and the biggest negative that it has is the variable aperture that it comes with. Basically, when you zoom in and you zoom out, the aperture will change. Quite annoying to always have to think about my settings when I zoom in and zoom out, because I can't really think of my photographs when I'm so used to check all the time my camera in order to see if my exposure is right and stuff like that. So yeah, this is really annoying. This is the most annoying thing that I can think of with this lens. And I remember that this is why I sold this lens and got a new one and upgraded from it, because it was really confusing to me on why the aperture was changing and how the exposure was changing all the time when I was taking pictures, zooming in and zooming out. And also the aperture is not really great itself. The minimum aperture is at 3.5 at 18 millimeters, and it goes up to 5.6 at 55 millimeters, which is terrible, to be honest. You can't really use this lens for portrait photography to get these autofocus backgrounds that we all want. You can't also use this lens handheld in dark places. This aperture is not giving much light to the sensor, and I know for a fact that this is the reason that everyone is not using the kit lens after some months or a year or so, when they can afford to upgrade from this bad boy. And yeah, the second negative that this lens comes with is its poor build quality. It's a plastic lens, it's not built for much. It doesn't even come with a lens hood here on the front of the element. This thing that you have to zoom in and out in order to make it start is really annoying. And this manual focus ring is the worst ring that I have ever seen. It's so small and it's placed so weirdly on the lens that it's just annoying. And also the zoom ring is really sticky. Yeah, it's really sticky. Build quality is poor, but I mean, it's a really inexpensive lens. I don't think we can ask for much. And even if you break it, it's not a big deal. It's a really cheap lens that you can easily replace. This is a negative, but it's not really a negative because, as I said, it's a cheap lens. What more can you ask for? Anyways, in conclusion, this lens is quite nice for some walks and some hiking during the day, but when you start to do photography in a darker environment, this lens is a no-go. And also the variable aperture is really annoying, but you get really sharp images, you guys. So what I would recommend if you would upgrade from this lens to another lens, I would recommend to go with the Sigma 17-50 f2.8. It's basically almost the same zoom range, but it's way heavier than this small lens right here. But it's an amazing lens, it's really sharp, and you have this constant 2.8 aperture, which really helps you in low light. It's obviously much more expensive than this guy, but if I was in your place, which I was about a year ago, I sold the kit lens and got a used Sigma 17-50 for around $200 on eBay, and I have never looked back. This lens is great for beginners if you understand the changes on your aperture, but I would for sure recommend you guys to leave this lens on the side when you are ready and get the Sigma 17-50. You will never look back, but for sure this is a nice lens for beginners and you can get pretty amazing pictures with this small bad boy. Anyways, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking some time of your day in order to sit down and chat with me. This really means the world to me. If you really enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. This really helps out the algorithm. Let me know down below if you want to see more content with this bad boy. But till the next time, take care. Peace.